think we'd all like to leave a footprint in life, in one way or another, hopefully for the good. I want to take you to the Solomon Islands, to a man who has enabled another group of people to leave a very clear footprint. This is Mission Alive. You're with Roger from the MSC Mission Office. That man that I want to talk about is Bishop Luciano Capelli. And that's him there with a little girl from the school, probably a school that he built, maybe a school that these footprints have built. On the other side is his old cathedral, which he inherited, and the new one that he built. I want to tell you the story about how that came about. I was visiting Gizo in the Western Province, and Luciano is the Bishop of Gizo, helping him to do diocese renewal program. I think not long before I actually went there was an earthquake to the west of Gizo and resulted in a tsunami, which was a bit disastrous. Now, Gizo is not on the west coast of the island there at that stage, it's around the corner in a lagoon. Two things happened there. On the beach fronting the west where the tsunami came from, living in camps were some people from Kiribati, or Gilbert Islands as they still call themselves. And many of them died because their whole camp was just absolutely inundated and washed up against a cliff where they had no chance of escape. As the water rose around into the bay and the earthquake severely damaged the old cathedral. It was a nice enough a cathedral for its time, but it certainly wasn't a great monument to architectural brilliance or engineering. It was just a fairly standard sort of a building. So Luciano developed this, inherited this. Now, he inherited a lot of things and he needed development. He was a man of vision, particularly in education, being a Salesian. And he's Italian, so he had contact with people in Italy. I don't know the story of that. What these people used to do, they were tradespeople, carpenters, metal workers, all kinds of people, and they would prefabricate many of the things they needed in Italy, put them in a container and ship them out to Gizo. And then they would come and they would build whatever needed to be built. And they called themselves footprints because they wanted to leave a footprint in life. And they would come and they would work long hours. They'd be up first thing in the morning working. They'd have a little siesta after lunch, as is a Mediterranean custom. And then they would work until evening. They built many, excuse me, they built that new cathedral. They built other things there at Gizo, and they had to go up several stories because the land that the church had there in Gizo was very limited. And then they built other things, schools and clinics on some of the other islands, on Choiseul and on Nila, other islands to the north. And so they left footprints. And that to me says that was their work, that was their mission. They wanted to do something for others, leave a footprint, leave something that would last, and which they did, and which is in many ways is the mission and the role of many lay people, because they're out there, they have these skills, they have these trades, they have this ability, and they can do that. And the work of the bishop as an ordained minister was to encourage that and help that happen, give people the chance, the opportunity to do that. So this is a little story of the church in action, and this one. And just leave you again with the vision of the bishop and his old church and his new church. And I think I was there for the opening of the new church. A very nice little church, nothing grand but nicely built. And the stained glass windows, and they were also done in Italy and shipped out. And so it's very good. So there's a man on a mission. He retires shortly from being bishop, and I'm sure he will take up another mission. So thank you for being with us, and thank you for working on your mission.